everybody, Adam Mittermeier with Remax Elite. So I am here today to talk about real estate investing. It is actually one of my favorite things to do. I've been doing it for a few years now and I absolutely love it. But there's also a learning curve to it, and when you first start off, when I first started off, I really didn't know how to even begin. So I ended up looking for help. I went to meetups, which are actually very, very helpful. If y'all are interested in this, message me. I'd be happy to give you a few of the local meetups. There's a lot of good investors in there that can get you on the right path. But for now, I wanted to go over a particular properties, a bundle of properties that I actually acquired a couple years ago. I think this will actually help clarify a lot of unknowns for new investors that don't know the expenses that come with owning rental properties. So let's look at this particular property.
Okay, now let's take a look at, this is how much I purchased the property for. So you can see $98,700. And there below it shows an amortized rate of over 20 years at 6.25 interest rate. Now, the interest rate now is in the fours. I've refinanced since then, but I wanted to use the original numbers that I purchased the property with. Okay, and this leaves us with a monthly payment of $577.14. So now in the income section, this is the amount of rental income you're going to get. So this particular set of properties, this is 4 different doors. So when I say doors, that means different dwellings. So let's say, for instance, if you got a duplex, that means there's 2 places to live, right? Well, that's 2 doors. So in this particular set, 4 doors, that equals a total rental amount of $2,100. Now, let's go on to the expenses part. And first off in the expenses, I want to discuss vacancy. A lot of people forget to include this in their budget. There's going to be times where you do not have tenants in your properties. They move out and you've got to find a new one. It may take a month, 2, maybe 3 months. Make sure you put in a budget there so that way when it does happen, you've got a little padding, so that way you don't have nothing to worry about. CapEx. These are the big repairs. This is like when the property needs a new roof or it needs a new air conditioner or flooring. These are repairs that are going to cost over $1,000. P&I, that's what we just went over. That's the payment and interest. That's your mortgage. If you pay in cash, well, just scratch that out because you don't even need that. You're paying cash. But in this particular scenario, $577.14 is our monthly mortgage. Now, repairs. These are for when the tenant calls and says, my toilet is clogged or the faucet is leaking. And these are minor repairs. These are usually $100, maybe $200 to repair. These are something you can send out a repairman. It's not going to be a big deal as long as you got it built in the budget. Insurance. On these particular set of properties, my insurance is right about $100 per month. And property taxes, don't forget to include that budget because it will sneak up on you if you don't. Property taxes for me, it's about $900 here in this particular circumstance. Okay. So now, with that said, our income of $2,100 from rent, and we're going to minus our expenses, that will actually get us our monthly cash flow.
That would be $1,032.86. Now, if you're wondering, that's actually a pretty good monthly cash flow, especially if you have a whole bunch of properties. So think about it. Some of these investors that have 50 to 100 or more properties, and if they're getting somewhat similar numbers like this, that's a lot of monthly cash flow coming in. So I hope some of this gave some of the new people some information that maybe might put you on the right track. Y'all, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Otherwise, give me a call, 501-472-6940. Until next time, y'all have a great day.